Right, ladies and gentlemen, you are back with the Game Engineer, and we went on a little odyssey this weekend. We went on the search for more Edge of Eternities. Very hard to find the past couple weeks, but I gotta say we were successful. Um, so that was exciting. Let me just finish getting a few things ready for the stream here. All right. Think everything is working. Looks like it's working. So, without further ado, let's open it up. Here we are, looking at, I would say, a bounty, a smorgasbord of Edge of Eternities. It was hard fought, hard won to get a hold of that. So we are going to enjoy opening these. Some of these did come from local game stores, but others came from a mighty bounty of Omegas that I found hidden away in a tiny little town in the hinterlands. Um, may or may not have seen these because they're so hard to come by in many places. But these are, this is what the Omega looks like. So it's what the big box stores get. And so you can see Tezzeret here, the only planeswalker in this set, actually. But Tezzeret here on the cover. And obviously the background shows, what is it? Sotera, I think is what it's called. Or Suthera is the black hole around which many cards are contextualized. And then, of course, there's like a spaceship on there. And what else do we have? This is what the back looks like. Nothing too fancy other than it being a little shiny. Top, nothing notable. Sides, we can see what the odds are. So 15 game cards, interestingly enough, even though the regular boosters are only 14. And then, so 0 through 1 are galaxy, or 0 through 3 are galaxy foils, and 10 through 13 are traditional foils. And may contain a bunch of other things from the Edge of Eternity set, the Commander set, and the Stellar Sights set, as well as potentially some special guests. Those are the sci-fi book cover ones, of which I think I've pulled almost every single one at this point. Maybe not every treatment of them, but at least one of each art. And then we also get a land and a headliner mythic. I'm not sure what that headliner mythic is supposed to be in less than 1% of boosters. What is on the other side? Just pretty straightforward. Just some art, simple planeswalker symbol. This one I actually haven't opened, so I'll do so now. Right, without trying to make too much of a mess here. On the inside, I believe, if I recall correctly, her name was Halia. Halaya. I don't know how you pronounce it, but we'll go Halia because it sounds easier to say. Um, Similar art style as Tezzeret on the front, of course, although she's presumably the good guy. Uh, nothing else to see about these boxes really. So the carrier itself has the planeswalker symbol, sort of the black hole in the background, and that's it. But we got quite a few of these, more than you can even see here. But why don't we just go ahead and start getting after it? I am dropping a few frames here, and I'm not quite sure why. I don't like to see those numbers, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about it right now. Right. So these are all the commons. We're not going to see anything earth-shaking here. Now I think is about where we get into the good stuff is after the land. Start a stack over there. So there is foil land, mountain, beautiful, beautiful art. We got a moonlit meditation. I'll maybe throw these up in sparingly here because there's going to be a lot of them. We got Vernal Fen, Terra Symbiosis. We got a bright, pretty looking card there. Cascading Cataracts. I like that one. And that one's rare. We'll throw it up for that one. That's a Stellar Sights one. We'll put that in a different pile over here. And then we did get a world. We got a galaxy foil of Caveron, the memorial world. So I assume that is from the Cav race. Galaxy foils, we'll put right next to there. And we did get a full art of one of the other planets, Uthros, the Titanic core. So those we'll put over there. These ones we'll put right here. I'll try to get a little pile going on. These are the regular junk over here. Eventually I'm going to have to consolidate that, but we can go ahead and keep going because we got a lot more to open. Maybe we'll do a few interludes here as well because we have more. All right, so we have all of our shiny bulk, and now we get to the land card. We got Sammy the Wild Captain coming in Mythic. All right, way to go. We have Planetary Annihilation. We have Loading Zone. We have the Endless Sands. That one goes over here. And we have a Galaxy foil of Adagia Windswept Bastion, which is, that is another planet. So we are 2 for 2 on Galaxy planets, and then what is this one? Loading Zone. All right. So just hoping we can pull out a Galaxy foil Ancient Tomb. Sorry. Got some trouble with these packs. All right. Nothing too fancy. Lithobreaking, however, is a great joke. I love. You don't see a lot of aerospace engineering jokes. Lithobreaking is a good joke. All right, we got a Galaxy foil land. Galaxy foil land there. Looks very nice. Go into that pile. We got the Goyf, the Cosma Goyf. Regular foil on him. Patrolling Peacemaker, Thrumming High Pool, which I have quite a few now. We got a Contested Warzone in possibly an art that I don't believe I pulled yet. And then we do have Afariel, the Stone Chosen. He's coming in rare, or mythic. All right. I'm going to put him over there because I don't think he's actually worth a whole lot. I want to say Tezzeret might be one of the only ones. Tezzeret and Ice Still, kind of the big ones. Might be a few more. Chat in if you so choose. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. And we got another Galaxy Foil full art. That one's actually worth a couple bucks. And we have the Infinite Guideline, Waste Waker, Waste Waker. Oh, okay. And we have 0 Point Ballad. We have an Ink Moth Xenos. Ink Moth Nexus. Sorry. Kind of hard to read. In Galaxy Foil. And there we go. Ice Still, right there. That one is worth a couple dollars, although there's a Fracture foil that's worth a little bit more. But still worth like, I don't know, 10 bucks or something. Yeah, we'll throw it up. 10 bucks. Cha-ching. We'll put her there though. I'll go through these later. I am a little concerned about these frames though. They're dropping a lot. Not quite sure why. Just updated OBS. Could be an OBS thing. Or it could just be a bad internet thing. It is quite blustery outside. Okay, so we got a forest. We got another planet. Susur Secondi, the Void Altar, which for some reason reminds me of Dune. I think the Harkonnen planet is named something like that. We got the Baelith Prime. Weapons manufacturing. We got Lumbering Falls. Or is that? Yeah, Lumbering Falls. And we got a special guest. Yay! Yay, special guest. Deafening Silence. In a foil. So that's pretty fancy. We'll throw that up, and it's a mythic, no less. So you get to go in the happy pile over here. And then this is actually kind of a cool art. So Dave Alsop, your rock star. Very interesting beastie there. Okay. Seeing a lot of the usual suspects in here. And we are seeing a little bit of galaxy foliage right there. All right, we got a battle cruiser. We got a hatchery. We have a, what do they call it? I think these are calling portal treatment, I guess, shocklands. So we got Deemer, Watery Grave. We'll put that into a shock pile. We got Eldrazi Temple. Cool art of that, no less. Throw it up there, rare. Yeah, you go over here. And what else did we have in here? Terminal Velocity. All right. Let's keep it going. Right. And here we are with another Galaxy Foil full art land. We got an Emissary, we got a Surge Conductor, an Acolyte, and we got a Power Depot. You go over in this pile, and an Emissary Escort full art. All right. Golem. All right, let's keep at it here. Maybe once I get through these last couple here that you can see, I'll take a break and we'll open some other stuff. Right, here's Shiny Bulk. And was this a full? No, this is not a galaxy foil, but still looks nice. Weapons Manufacturing, Horizon Explorer, Ser Avondum, Sunstar Exemplar. And we got a Bonder's Enclave. I think that might be a reference to the most recent Star Trek, although it could be something else. Lumen Frigate and Archenemy Charm. Yep. All right. So we're 10 packs in right now, and we only have one shock. That's actually kind of depressing. Hopefully that will be remedied shortly. All right, we've got a forest. Got the Chorale of the Void. Scouring Swarm, Harmonizer, Creeping Tar Pit in non-foil treatment, strangely enough. A Lab Synthesizer, and Bob's Your Uncle. Okay, last chance to redeem yourself here. Let's see. Regular foil, weapons manufacturing, glittering, seed ship. We're getting symbiosis. No more shocks. No more shocks. And what is this one? Secluded Starforge. Okay, well, not frankly not off to a absolutely stellar start, but you know, maybe we can change that with a little intermission here. So I'm gonna queue up a few more of these. We'll put those in the background, but we do have we got a little smorgasbord of things here to look forward to. And we also have a few other things that I'll open first. And maybe I'll even show you a couple that, you know, gasp that I kind of preemptively opened. I don't film everything, but just some stuff that I opened. So I did get got this nice galaxy foil Nearby Planet. Nothing crazy. Got a Phone a Friend. Got a couple galaxy foil lands. I did open up an FF pack. Nothing great from it, to be quite honest. However, I did get this guy the other day, so pulled a Lost Legends from a DMU collector booster. So I guess this is legit. That's a 94 card right there. So that's kind of cool. It's like 15 bucks or something, but and I did get a Tezzeret and a Galaxy Foil Portal Breeding Pool. So some things that I did get more recently. But I also have a stack of things I was kind of pulling cards as I was rolling through town. Sorry about that, folks. Don't want to give you guys motion sickness. So some of these I kind of like poked open, but we can kind of go to just skip to the good stuff on these ones. These are just normal packs. So that one we got Extinguisher, nothing else. So this one, we got a Secluded Starforge. That was about it. Sometimes you just gotta do the car pulls, right? Sometimes you can't wait. So we got the Sarima, got Sir Vondam, Terminal Velocity, Starfinder, Full Art. I think I did get a special guest. Oh, here we go. Here's the Shocky, Sacred Foundry, regular version, but we'll let it ride. We got Requiem Monolith, Full Art Land. Like I said, there was, I guess, nothing to really write home about. I was hoping we could pull a Ancient Tomb or something, but I don't think I have gotten that lucky yet. There's Wildcat Captain. Okay, let's see. Cosmogrand Zenith. And switching it up. A couple of FF packs. Let's see. Is there anything? I did get a Jumbo Cactar. I don't know if those are good anymore, but I got one. So hopefully they are good. I think they're still worth a couple bucks, but I don't think they're anything special anymore. People got over the 9,999 damage. Terra Symbiosis, Rust Harvester. Opestum. Got a little Cactar. Eden, Memories Returning. I'm more excited for that card than anything. Nice looking Moogle art. We got Odin. Ash. Let's see here. We got a loading zone. We did get this Gemstone Caverns. It's a pretty nice card. Throw up the big M, huh? Boom, mythic. Let's see, you go right there. Lightstall Inquisitor, full art. And got a couple other here. Let me just look around by my feet, make sure I'm not missing anything. Actually, I know I'm missing something because it's upstairs. Bear with me one moment. I'll be right back. right, we do have some more stuff. These were pre-pulled. Let me just see if I can find. I'm not going to go through all of them. Maybe just go through the edge of Eternities ones. Opened up a smattering of other things, such as jump starts and things like that. Yeah, let's see. Just make a little stack over here. Go through real quick. All right, we're gonna blast through all these real quick. All right. So unless I see something of note, it is just going into the pile of shame over here. Beyond the Quiet. Did get a Portal Godless Shrine. You get a spot over here. I got a Thrumming Hive Pool, of which I feel like I have now gathered a very large number. Got Ice Still. I seem to recall when I was opening these yesterday, they were just okay. Space-time anomaly. Synthesizer. Specialist. Kind of going through all of them because sometimes the special guest is in the middle. And I did get a special guest. I'm trying to remember which one it was. There was a special guest. Consult the star charts. Got a breeding pool. Got a vocalist. Singularity Rupture, which I have a whole bunch because that was a promo card. We got the End Stone. Oh. That's getting too tall. Start working on column C here. Right. Just got a couple more of these packs. Though I have some off camera as well. Paint for all. There we go. Robostars. That was the one I had. So you'll go over there. Got a Genomorph. We got High Pool. Harmonizer. Dominion Bracelet. Consult the star charts. Foil one of those guys. Godless Shrine. Got some more shock action. Got Beyond the Quiet and a nice art. There's Halia, Guided by the Light. Seed Ship. Sunset Saboteur. Gunship. And we got Tezzeret. So Tezzy, one of the more notable ones, being the only Planeswalker. So you actually get to go over here too. All right. Let me move a few things here. We also have a few. We got a few hangers here. Got a few hangers. Ready for all the racket. And then there was a pre-release box as well. All right. Got a vocalist. I want to say I got one shock in here, and I think that was it. I think it might have been a Might have been a Godless Shrine. There we go. Godless Shrine. Got that guy. Frenzied Bailiff, Exalted Sunborn. Memorial Vault. The Void. Emissary. And I got Goift. Goift in my precon. All right, these ones I'm gonna have to kind of open off here because they take a little more doing to get open. The hangers, not sure I care for them. They add some additional steps. A lot of effort and a lot of wasted paper. I would say something a little less might be good. I mean, having art on the pack, isn't that already kind of good enough? Already making it look pretty. With Final Fantasy, I was hoping to pull one of those Copper Dragons. I think that might be one of the last mono art card I have to pull. All right, I think that is I think it. So let's get after these. All right. Got a Shadowbringer. I'll set that there. Unique art at least. Ultros. Got a Water Crystal. Got an Emmett Selch. Or Hades. All right. We got an Arden. Fenrir, Whiteheart, Van the Street Thief. That's all she wrote. And I really lucked out on that first box because I pulled monos from darn near every pack. Right, we got a couple of foundations packs here as well. Russia who laughs at fate. I don't think there was anything else of note in here. Nope. Yeah, I searched high and low for. We got heir apparent. High and low for some of these. Some of these preposterous proportions, and so some of the places I would just pick up the hangers if they didn't have the EOE Omegas. Evolving Wilds. Spinner of Souls. Omniscience. Nice. What's this one? Fishing Bowl. Okay. A couple more FF packs here. Different art there. Shane's Arsenal. But nothing too crazy. Mega weapon. Got a Genji glove. Okay, a couple of these and maybe a couple other regular boosters and get back to the good stuff. Meditation. Quiet. Okay, how about we mix things up with a little bit of Ravnica Remastered? I believe you can also pull shocks from this set, if I recall correctly. Oh, what do you know? There you go. Shocky, shock. We also got a Karn. What do you know? The rest of these. Something to draft with. All right, well, not a bad start. I feel like whenever I've opened these, I usually pull several shocks, so usually not in a row, but I guess, it could happen. Got a Void Slime, Orzhov Signet, Muddle Mixture. Can also pull, I believe you can pull a serialized cards. There were a bunch of serialized cards in this set, so it was a little bit intriguing, though obviously the pull rates, it was high print set, so the pull rates were pretty low, because most of them were, I think, out of 500 or something like that. Lightning Helix Pack Rat in what might be a little bit of a special art. Rest of these, nothing super crazy. Yeah, some of those are worth a couple dollars when you look through them, but you got to do a lot of looking. All right, and then what do we have here? We got a mystery booster. So let's all right. We got crib swap. Got some of these got flipped over. These are sort of the bulk ones. We got Icy Manipulator. All right. Crelinated Wall. Eldritch Evolution. And 5 Kids in a Trench Coat. All right, let's clean up all these rares that we were looking at. We got a couple more packs here from Commander. Where did y'all just go? All right. So we got some draft boosters. We'll go draft to set. We'll go draft to set. We got Twilight Prophet at rare. We got Azuri's Predation. Curtain Call. We got Avacyn. Throw it up for Avacyn. Angela Hope. And then we have not bad, but just regular cards. Okay, take these guys and pop them back over into the rare pile. All right, second set of draft. Maybe I'm a little slow, but I just realized there were 20 cards in the draft boosters. We got Duretti, Stonehoof Chieftain. We got Kraken, Baird, Namada, and then I don't think there'll be anything of note. Yeah. Okay, set booster. And I think from here on out, oh, actually that's not true. I fibbed a little bit. There will be a few more play boosters. And so maybe we can crack those right now. Forgot about those. Pure Steel Paladin. Kaikar Wins Fury. Sirach Hunt Caller. Lochiel. Loyal Unicorn. It's a nice looking unicorn. Cartographer's Hawk. Elvish Mystic. Elf Tribal. Do it. Got a nice looking command tower there. Dread Return. Retrofoil Swamp. And we got a signed card of Path to Exile, alternate art. Okay. Okay, we will take a brief interlude to pull the regular play boosters from this one. We'll save the the collector booster. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a golden bird. We got our Ifrit and Bahamut. Right, there is the collector booster. Set that down there. And we've got, it's the land one. This is, so we got, looks like we got Noctis as one of our 2 slots. We got Noctis and Tifa. Although not, maybe not the good Tifa. Okay. Jeez, knocking things over here. I may have to put away these piles because they're very precariously perched. That should at least buy us a little time. I'll buy us a little time here. All right. What are we at? All right. We're approaching an hour. I'm gonna put on the jets. Okay, Esper Origins, Modin, Mega Weapon. All right. Idea. Teferi, Mage of Zhalfir. Oh, it's not too bad. Titan, Edgar. Okay, now we're warming up a little. Hopefully that means we're warming up something super good in that collector booster, because that last collector booster I got, there was nothing to talk about. We at least got a mono here, so there's something. Ninja Blades. I would just be tickled pink if I got the 77 of 77 gold bird. That would make my day. I can say that with no reservation. That would make my day. Darkness Crystal. Archon Elder. Squall, Cerberus. Noctis, got a Garland. Alright. We appear to have cooled. Lucas Stadium. Last chance to redeem yourself, play boosters. Are you going to make everybody go home believing they should buy singles? I think it looks like they will. Not a lot of spice in this one, folks. Not a lot of spice so far. So we'll have to be careful here. All right. So this one will be saved till I think the very end. So let's see. I like to open them in order of what I hope will be something cool. So something like that. Sorry, Aether Drift, but you kinda suck. And let me see here. I guess we're a little off kilter. There, a little better. All right, Aether Drift. I don't know why you exist as a set. Guess I didn't really hear the racing world scream for a Magic the Gathering set. But we got a Velocipede. We got a Full Throttle. We got a Waxen Shape Thief. Trailblazer. Gear Hulk. And I think that's all the good stuff. Yep. Interestingly, getting sort of a reverse Pringle on these ones. I feel like normally they Pringle the other way. But that is not the case. Okay. So, Innistrad. Let's see what we can pull here. All right, we got a Second Harvest, got a Westvale Abbey, Galvanic Iteration, Vanquish the Horde, and yeah, well, that was kind of blah. No posters, no nothing fancy in that one. Well, we did get a Jace the Unraveler of Secrets emblem. Okay. Wow me, OTJ. Decimate. Okay. All right. Tarnation Vista. There we go. Now we're getting something. Rakdos Muscle. Humiliate. Fierce Retribution. Yeah. Not zero, but probably that Tarnation Vista is where we're looking the best. Well, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, folks. So these guys are good for about a 1 in 3 of getting a Surveil land. Conspiracy Unraveler. Copycatcher, Pyrotechnic, and this is not not one of the 3, folks. Not one of the 3. We got a double murder here, though. Well, that is disappointing. All right. Unfinity, you are perhaps our last hope here. Yeah, so these are foiled the opposite way. Or pringled the opposite way, rather. We got Knife and Death. We got a Carnival Carnivore in Galaxy Foil. Got the Celeber 8000. Blorpity Blorp Bloop in Galaxy Foil. A Hydradoodle. Most Dangerous Gamer. It's a little My Little Pony in there. And we got one Galaxy Foil Mountain and one Island. Okay, we're not cooking with fire right now. Okay, Commander Masters, you very well could be our only hope. Rapacious Dragon. Okay, we got an Exsanguinate. We got an All That Glitters. Kodima's Reach. We got some Avacyn. All right, we're starting to warm up a little bit. Avacyn. Got an Etch Pearl Medallion. Not bad, not bad. Got a Regal Sliver. Tooth and Nail, and Steel Shaper's Gift. You know, was obviously hoping for that foiled Jeweled Lotus. Didn't get it. Can't help but notice. Didn't get it. Okay, well, let's get back after these guys then. We've got a whole pile of them to still open. Some at my feet at the moment. But let's see if we can increase the heat a little bit. So, all right, we're getting Galaxy Foil. We got Vendo Planet, Festering Thicket. We got a Raging Ravine over here. Space-Time Anomaly, Lander. All right. And we got a Loading Zone, Summit, Beyond the Quiet, Nesting Ground, and a Japanese Dominion Bracelet, I believe is what that is. So I guess that's notable. Put that over there, put that over there. The rest of these probably stay right here. Okay, we got I wasn't lying when I said we got a pile. We got a pile, literal pile. I'm gonna have to stack some of them over here so I have room to work them. All right. Is this going to be the skunk of all skunks? Let's see. All right. Well, we have a special guest. Symbiosis. We got a Blast Zone. We got Darkness in foil. And we got Blast Zone. And the rest of these are nothing to write home about. ones are all sticking together because they came out of Omegas and they have the little sticky thing inside of the carrier. All right. So we got Galaxy Foil, Pain for All, Infernal Fen, Coral Void, Terrain Generator, Enemies Charm. I feel like we're not boiling yet. Right, Requiem Monolith. We got a Research Craft, Bioengineered, Celestial Colonnade in Galaxy Foil. And we have Tezzeret, I think. Although this might be a different card that Tezzeret is just on. Tentatively set it there. Right. Shiny Bulk. And we're at Arch Enemy's Charm, a Hatchery. We got I Still Explorer. All right. Got a Contested War Zone. Saboteur. Got a Goif. Peacemaker. Yeah, Peacemaker. Rust Harvester. Another Cascading Cataracts. It's a pretty card. Not a particularly valuable one, but a pretty one. This is looking like kind of a buy singles kind of a night, folks. We got Galaxy Foil, Terrain, Summit, Star Chart. We got a Strip Mine. We have an I Still Explorer in kind of the fancy art. We need like a Sliver Overlord to bring up the energy in the room here. Because I'm just getting slapped with wet towels here. All right, Galaxy Foil. Insight Engine. Got a Sacred Foundry. Creeping Tar Pit. Okay, moving in the right direction. Got the Spacecraft, the Sarima. Galaxy Foil, Pinnacle, Solar Array, Harmonizer, Bonders Enclave. And we're not getting a lot. Planet here. In Spirit flagship vessel, Saboteur, Mystifying Maze, Singularity Rupture. Well, little town, you can thank me for opening up all this shiny bulk for you. Because we're going to need something real special to pull this out of the water. Terminal Velocity, Hard Light, Creeping Tar Pit, Secluded Starforge. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of not pulling the heat. Either we got to have a gold bird in there, or we got to start pulling Ancient Tombs back to back. Exemplar, Inside Engine, Chaplain, Blinkmoth, Nexus. There may be a moral here of maybe don't buy Omegas, because maybe they have very low pull rates. Lumbering Falls. All right, we're down to the last 5. All right, Inquisitor, Massive, Evendo in Planetary, Stirring Wildwood, Reclaimer. All right, Galaxy Foil. And what do we have? Titan, Manufacturing, Battle Cruiser, Echoing Deeps, Starwinder, and a little sliver token. But yeah, we're not seeing a lot. Exemplar, Annihilation, Cosmic Grand Zenith, Alt Art, Nexus, Galaxy Foil. We got Godless Shrine, foiled. Okay, we're starting to. Oh, there's a Phyrexian token. Okay. Okay. Warmin'. Feeling lukewarm here. All right. Starting out more Galaxy Foil. Saboteur, Hive Pool, Deserted Temple, End Stone. Almost a fracture, but not quite. Almost a fracture. Okay. Last EOE pack that I think I'm gonna be buying. Oh, come on. I sealed this one tight, so it must have 4 copies of Ancient Tomb in it. Got a Hive Pool, Brood Ship, Acolyte, Wildwood, Massacre, in kind of an alt art. Oof. Well, that stings a little. That stings a little. You, my friend, are my only hope. I don't have a lot of hope, though, because the last one of these I opened was a real stinker. But let's see. Let's see what we can make happen here. All right. We'll go one by one. Commune with the beavers. Red Mage's Rapier. Preesh is wandering. Coral Sword. Eject. Garnet. Quistis. Eden. Seat of the Sanctum. We got a mountain. And we got a legendary creature god. Venet. Heart of Hydaelyn. I don't know if I pulled this one yet. Legendary creature god. I have to look that one up. Trip Triad. Yeah, that's not gonna pay the bills. Kefka. Dancing Mad. Good King Mog the 12th. Mog is, in fact, the best Moogle of all time. Newfound Adventure. No, Farseek. Unless you're a search foil, which doesn't feel like it. Nope, we got Robin. Speaking of being robbed, well, not every opening's a great one, folks. You know, we got rares. No, we got rares. It's just we didn't get super fun ones. But it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. All right, we're going on almost an hour and a half, so it is time to let you all hit the hay. And I will see you next time. As always, I'm the Game Engineer, and you have yourselves a